Hello everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just gone over to Bitcoin. Big of the CoinsKid crew. So it was only the other day I did show you this heat map showing the opportunity, and them opportunities have been really fruitful. There was a coin that I did show you, I think on Friday, a setup on EOS. I've actually bought some EOS right there. I did disclose that in the Discord and equally on Twitter right there and on Friday. So equally as well, a few weeks ago, I was including Ethereum in my analysis, okay, and so far that is absolutely bolted like a boss off that broadening descending channel right there. It broke out, back says see you later. And right now it's getting the party started, and it's broke its local high, which is something we're looking at as an opportunity. I know a lot of people don't get really annoyed when I show other opportunities and other coins. They just want the analysis on the coin in the video, but I always try and show you reasons why, you know, I'm looking at opportunity and the tools on CoinsKid.com that you can use to find the opportunity. So right now we know that the market's pumping. We know that, you know, Bitcoin is in a vertical right now, and we just got to respect the pump. I know that every single level of resistance, bearish divergence, whatever, we're looking for, you know, wow, go short, go short, go short. But like I said to you, shorting this, you know, in a way free is a recipe to lose money. Basically, we just have to kick back, respect the pump, and wait for the data in the charts. Okay, there's two key levels of data that I'm looking for, which will indicate a macro correction. I'll show you those today, but so far so good. We're marching towards that 47k minimal target that I had at the start of the year right there when no one believed me. Okay, so far so good. So we're doing okay, but obviously what goes up must come down. The market will come down, but I'm trying to identify where it will come down. So we'll take a look at the charts today, but at the moment the crypto heat map is still showing that the bottom end of the market here is providing opportunities. So if we switch to neutral coins, you can see there's a lot of neutral coins that are sitting in the bottom right now. They're not necessarily overbought, you know, like Bitcoin and LunC and Luna and XRP and things like that. There's still opportunity down here according to this heat map. We've got Tomo, we've got Maker, we've got SDX, we've got MDT. I don't even know what some of these coins are, to be honest with you. This is why I've made this heat map. So again, you can get involved with the heat map. Come to CoinsKid.com, go through the process, sign up, and you know you can see all this data right here. So the fear and greed is currently sitting in greed. Basically, it's really overbought. Look at that, it's quite greedy. 74 yesterday, 73. It was only a couple of months ago that I was relaying this data to you, around about the 44. Like I said to you, opportunity never feels like opportunity. So far so good. We've got that beautiful impulsive move. It is showing right now that it's potentially a wave free, and this is what you do see in wave free, is the verticalness within the chart right there. So let's dive into the Bitcoin chart and see what we can see. Okay, so looking at Bitcoin on the daily time frame, then are we in a massive vertical here? And I did say this to you way back here when we was correcting. I says, you know, if I'm right and we break out this high here, then this should be a vertical in the chart for Bitcoin. It should be a wave free. Now typically within wave frees, in my experience anyway, whether or not it's impulsive move or, you know, corrective move to the downside or whatever, we do usually break resistance and support, you know, in that wave free. So for example here, if we take a look at this low, this was broken by this wave free to the downside, because what we've got in this C wave, in my opinion, was the 1, the 2, the 3. Broke the support. Do you understand? So like I said to you here, on the way up, you've got this leg of support here, which was this resistance. And like I said to you, if this is a wave free, it's what's needed. The power in wave free, which is always the most powerfulest wave, is the resistance, you know, the power to break through that previous support, which is now major resistance. And boom, we've done it. So in my opinion, the power is with the bulls, and what we've got to do is respect this potential wave count right now. That this has been an impulsive one from November last year. In April this year, we began a correction, an A, a B, and a C, and a regular ABC correction. At that point we had the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at that point, and right now we're in a wave 3. So in theory, the wave 3, in my opinion, should be the power to take this resistance out and these highs here, because it's typically what we see within a wave 3. For example, if we move to the left from this wave 2 bottom just there, impulsive wave 1, okay, and again you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there. Look at that. And what did the third wave do? Broke all this support just there that you'd lost. So the wave 3 was very powerful. For example here, if we take a look at this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this micro 3 within the large 1, what did it do? It took out all this resistance just there. Do you understand? And all this previous support as well. So you know, this is typically what we see. If you can see it, it's beautiful. Okay, it's just beautiful market, you know, action, price action, if you can identify it. So at the moment I'm steering more towards a fact. I know, I completely understand that people are looking to pile short, sell at this point, sell at this point, sell at that point, whatever, but if this is a wave 3, in theory it should be greater than the wave 1, because obviously the power within wave 3, as you're fully aware. So what we should be looking for, if this is a wave 3 from this point here, this got to roughly 106%. okay, so if we are in a wave 3 from this bottom in September, we should be looking at least least 106%, which brings us up to roughly around about the 50k level, doesn't it, which is this high here. So that should be the minimal target for the wave 3. Okay, and again, they always say that, you know, wave 3's not always the longest, but it's never the shortest. So if we say that the first impulse began here and it was quite a small one, and then we had this correction coming back, and right now we're in this big wave 3, well, in theory the wave 3 should be the power on the verticalness in the chart, just like that wave 3 just there, that wave 3 just there, that little micro wave 3 just there. You know, it should be the power to come up, take out this resistance point here, which it did, and equally all these legs of resistance just there. Okay, so if this wave 3 does go vertical and takes out the high, I would most definitely be looking for some kind of macro correction at some point to come in the wave 4 before the final 5th wave of the larger cycle here for Bitcoin. So there's lots of confluence I'm looking at right now that Bitcoin could be on the cusp of a blow off top of this cycle. I'm starting to see altcoins catch up. I'm starting to see the DXY break down. I'm starting to see the S&P 500 almost break out that inverse head and shoulders pattern right there. So there's stacks of confluence, not just the Bitcoin chart, many other charts that I'll show you as well. And obviously the invalidation from this point, okay, really, really simple technical analysis, the invalidation from this point right now is if Bitcoin breaks down below that thick yellow line, then you've got a macro correction. So at the minute there's no reason to be bearish. Okay, we've got the thick yellow line, which is bull market support band. We've got above it, holding it, got a little bit of squeaky bum time just there, and then boom, we're sort of running away from it. And this is typically what we see in wave 3s. We do run away from it, okay, like it's got the plague. Okay, so the minute we come in for it, look at that, so we come in just there, correction at this point. You know, I said to you 28k buyback, boom, look at that here. You know, you come back into it, you've got your big clue that you're losing a 20 for your macro correction. So until we lose this thick yellow line, which currently sits at, what is that, roughly 32896, for me we've just got to respect the pump that this could be a third wave, which should in theory go vertical and take out all resistance points above. Now there are obviously there's key resistance above in this chart, okay, and it's typical, you know, that we're going to run into it and pull back some kind of micro correction, whatever. So I'm looking for 5 waves within this particular wave here for me to get even, you know, remotely sort of steering towards a short or swinging. Basically this is something I try and relay to you. So for example, within this first wave here, what we do have is a clear 5 waves, 1 2 3 4 5. And at this point here in April, I did say to you we've got the 5 waves, possibly 5 waves of wave 1. At that point I would most definitely look to take profit. We've got a confluence of the inverse correlation with the DXY at that point. Let me show you as well for the DXY. I did relay this to you. So the DXY at that point bottomed out and then began a retracement back up as Bitcoin went sideways. Then the DXY put in that bear trap as Bitcoin put in its bull trap. Okay, so again you can clearly see the DXY is coming down the stairs. Okay, so in my opinion we've had some kind of A, B, and this is a C wave, which is the fuel for this verticalness in the Bitcoin chart. So again, you know, I'll try and use the DXY as confluence to my analysis to take profit on this spot position and long position for Bitcoin. Now I do have minimal targets. I gave you this leg in earlier in the year, and obviously the all-time high retest, okay, which I think we're gearing up through. So look at this verticalness right now in the chart. So what I'm looking for, just like the 1 2 3 4 5 here, to increase the probability of a shorter correction, we've not got it yet. You can clearly see we've not got 5 waves for Bitcoin right now. So the minute we do have something like 1 2 3 4 5, something like that, then that increases the probability that the point at which you got to, you're looking at an ABC. Okay, so until that point comes, we've just got to kick back, respect the pump, and ride the wave. So I've been posting lots and lots of opportunities on altcoins. Like I said to you, if Bitcoin does this, there's gonna, you know, we've got a massive tick to some kind of verticalness in the charts for a lot of these altcoins. And I've been posting these like crazy over the past week in the Discord and on Twitter. Lots of those have played out. For example, Ethereum a few weeks ago, you know, it's just recently over the past few days took out its local high. So I think there's a massive pump for Ethereum. It was around about 53% at the time. I think it's about 20% up from that position. So we're doing well. Until we start to break down and lose the data, I'm going to respect the data, you know, respect the pump basically. So there is an indicator that I've built for the CoinsKid crew to buy and sell. Now again, I'm looking for this to give us a clue. If we break down below this ribbon and start to break into it, I'm looking for the lower high. At that point I'll entertain a short, and then, you know, we're looking at some kind of ABC zigzag, just like we got here. We came down just in a regular ABC, just like we did here. This is your macro ABC, and the clue was falling back into the ribbon. Do you see that? And we've not got that yet. So until we fall back into the ribbon, I'll remain cautiously bullish here on Bitcoin. Hope you enjoyed the update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care, everyone. Back to a new update on Bitcoin. Bye bye.